So Frank and I tried a case in Judge Bill Wilson's court in Little Rock. This is federal court. And this particular case is called the Knighton trial, where a husband, allegedly shot his wife with a shotgun while shooting skeet for life insurance. $405,000 of life insurance, wasn't it, Frank? And so we represented the family of the deceased wife because the family didn't get the good feeling. This was all in the up and the up. And so we presented that case in trial. It was about a 4 or 5 day jury trial. And the jury returned a verdict, unanimous, saying that Mr. Knighton intentionally shot his wife. And so we won that particular jury trial. But some points about that trial are that the medical examiner at the Arkansas State Crime Lab testified and was able to show the jury exactly, how Mrs. Knighton was shot. That I think was an important aspect of winning that particular case. And we have those visual aids still here that we reference in the stairwell, so we can go ahead and look at those visual aids all the time. But after that particular trial, we were getting into the truck to get ready to leave, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and there was Mr. Knighton standing behind my truck. It scared the dickens out of me. And so Frank drove me to the local gun store where I bought my own gun just in case I needed it, because we sure didn't want to collect any life insurance on me. Yeah. We got retained by a family to investigate a wreck in Lake Village, Arkansas. And it was where one of these big wreckers that tow tractor trailers ran over a gentleman on a bicycle. And so we went down there to the community and we just kind of set up camp for a couple days. Wanted to see the scene. We wanted to watch the traffic flow through there. We noticed other pedestrians and bicyclists. Wanted to watch how that flows, just to get a feel for this particular lawsuit. Another thing we've learned in small communities in Arkansas is you need to go to the local cafe and you need to sit down and have coffee, eat breakfast, and ask questions. Gas stations, a great source. In this particular case, we sat down in the gas station, and it was one of those gas stations that had a convenience store on one side and a chicken store on the other place. So it's like a KFC. I can't remember the name. Chester's Chicken. And so we're sitting down and we're eating chicken, and there was some other families sitting in there, and we just struck up a conversation about why we were there. And I asked this one couple if they remember this wreck that happened. And they said, yeah. And I said, well, can you tell me what happened? So this couple here, this Chester's Chicken, says, yeah, I do remember. I remember the truck driver, the defendant, pulled into this gas station that night. And he had a load with him. He was on his way home from working a wreck. And he pulled in here to see his girlfriend. And while he was here seeing his girlfriend, he got a phone call from his wife, because someone else here in the store went to church with that family, called his wife. And his wife called him and said, you better get home quick. And he left here, rushed, and he ran over your client. And I tell you, it's going out there and listening to folks in the community, getting out on the street, getting out from behind a desk, that you learn the facts of what really happened. And in that particular case, we were able to have a successful outcome for a tragic story.